Scrolling through job boards again, huh? Yeah, I get it. The freelance life, working from home, sounds amazing, right? Ray Day. But how do you even get started, especially if you don't have a ton of experience?
It can feel like you need experience to get hired, but you need to be hired to get experience. A bit of a catch-22.
Ugh, exactly.
That's why this video by Josh Burns Tech, No Experience, here's 5 easy freelance remote jobs for beginners, is perfect for this deep dive.
Okay, so we're diving into a YouTube video then. You know me too well. I'm always up for checking out new YouTubers.
This one's great because he doesn't just list random freelance gigs. He actually breaks down realistic earning potential for each one.
Music to my ears.
Uh,
Everyone always dances around the money question, but let's be real, that's what we really want to know about, right?
Absolutely. So are you ready to jump in?
Hit me with it.
All right, the first gig he covers is a classic for a reason. Customer service representative.
Okay, I gotta be honest, customer service isn't exactly screaming dream job to me,
Mhm.
but I'm intrigued. What's the freelance spin on it?
Well, he makes a good point. Think about it. Everyone has some experience dealing with customers, right? Even if it's just navigating like everyday life.
For true.
And these days, with so many businesses online, companies are outsourcing their customer service to remote freelancers all the time.
Makes sense. So
Yeah.
no more stuffy call centers then.
Uh,
You can basically just like be the voice of the company from your couch.
Pretty much.
Okay, I'm kind of liking the sound of this. What's the pay look like for, metaphorically talking people off the ledge all day?
Well, according to Josh, freelance customer service reps are making, on average, anywhere from $15 to $30 an hour on platforms like Upwork.
Whoa, hold on. $30 an hour. For real?
Yep. And the cool thing is there's a ton of free resources online where you can brush up on your communication skills, problem solving, stuff like that, which can help you land on the higher end of that pay range.
$30 an hour to answer emails. Doesn't sound so bad.
Right.
Speaking of skills that maybe we don't realize we have, the next job on the list is content writing.
Ooh, yeah. This is a perfect example of how those everyday abilities can actually translate into some serious freelance income.
Totally. You might think, oh, I'm no Hemingway. But content writing isn't always about, you know, crafting these literary masterpieces. Sometimes it's just about getting information across clearly,
Exactly.
which honestly feels like a superpower these days. But really, can you actually make a living as, a freelance writer?
Oh, absolutely. Josh breaks down that on average, freelance content writers are earning between $20 and $60 an hour. And get this, once you build a portfolio and get some good client reviews, you can charge over $100 an hour. He said that a lot of big companies will actually outsource their blog writing and stuff to freelancers because it's cheaper than hiring someone full-time.
Wait, over $100 an hour to write?
Yeah.
Huh. Suddenly that English degree doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all. But what kind of writing are we even talking about here? Is it all like blog posts and website stuff, or is there more variety?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Like, what are we actually
Right, right. Give us the deets.
So Josh actually goes into some of the different types of content writing.
Okay.
Everything from blog posts, website copy, like you mentioned, to like social media captions.
Yeah.
He even mentioned like email marketing campaigns.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different avenues you can take that with.
Exactly. And that's what's so great about this field. There's so much room to like specialize.
Yeah.
You could become like the go-to writer for a specific industry that you're interested in, or you could focus on like a certain type of writing that you really enjoy.
So if you're secretly obsessed with writing, Instagram captions, that could be your actual job.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, this is already blowing my mind.
Mm-hmm.
What's next on the list?
This next one might surprise you a little bit. It's YouTube thumbnail design.
Okay, I know a good thumbnail when I see one.
Right.
I've never really thought about that as a freelance gig though.
Yeah.
What's the big deal with these tiny little images? Anyway,
Well, so he makes this like brilliant comparison. He calls thumbnails the billboards of your videos
okay, yeah.
because it's the first thing people see when they're scrolling through YouTube. And it can totally make or break whether somebody actually clicks on your video.
It's true. I'm totally judging by the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, that looks interesting. Or, ooh, that was boring.
Totally. Like you said, you know a good one when you see one.
It's like that saying, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
But in reality, everybody does.
Everybody does, yeah.
So how much can you actually earn, though, by
Well-
designing these eye-catching thumbnails?
Well, it varies, of course.
Right.
But he did point out that, like, on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, you often see those different tiers for, like, services,
Okay, yeah.
like basic, standard, premium.
Mm-hmm.
So the more features and revisions you offer, the more you can charge.
Okay, so you can, like, level up as you get more experience and, like, build that confidence. Exactly. Yeah, I like that. What about the actual design skills, though? How do you have to be, like, a Photoshop whiz to create these thumbnails?
Not at all.
Okay, yeah.
He actually recommended a tool called Canva, which is super user-friendly.
Oh, yeah, Canva's great.
Yeah, you can even use the free version to get started.
Cool.
He also encourages aspiring designers to check out what's working for other creators in their niche,
Mm,
see what's like grabbing people's attention, and use that as inspiration.
getting inspiration.
Exactly.
Borrowing inspiration from the YouTube greats. Okay, love it.
Exactly.
Next up on our freelance adventure, we have virtual assistants, or, as the cool kids call them, VAs.
The VAs, yes.
It's like the hottest job title out there.
It is. Everybody's looking for a VA.
But what does a VA actually do?
I feel-
It feels like one of those things that everybody talks about, but nobody actually knows.
Right.
Like, what do they actually do?
Well, essentially, a VA is like a remote assistant for online businesses. They basically help with a wide range of tasks to like free up their clients' time and mental energy. So think managing emails, scheduling meetings, handling social media. Some VAs even do things like book travel, so it really runs the gamut.
So it's like being like an organizational guru,
Yes.
keeping everybody like on track and on schedule.
Yes. Okay.
Sign me up.
Yes.
But on a practical note, how much can you actually earn as a VA?
So he highlighted that in the US at least, freelance VAs can earn anywhere from $20 to $40 an hour on platforms like Upwork.
Okay, that's a pretty decent hourly rate, I'd say. What factors play into that, though? Like, is it all about experience or?
Well, experience definitely plays a role, of course.
Yeah.
But as with most freelance work, specialization can be really key to commanding those higher rates.
Okay,
So, for example, some VAs might specialize in just social media management.
right.
Others might focus on, like, bookkeeping or become, like, a whiz at customer service.
Okay, so it's about finding your niche.
Exactly.
Like, where your skills and interests, like, align perfectly with what clients are looking for.
Exactly.
Love it. It really is.
Yeah.
All right, so we've covered 4 awesome freelance gigs so far. What's the final frontier for beginners, according to Josh?
This last one is all about YouTube video editing, to be exact.
Okay, that feels very meta, don't you think?
A little bit, yeah.
Analyzing a YouTube video while talking about video editing.
Yeah.
But video editing always seems so technical to me. Is that really beginner-friendly?
It can be, for sure. Josh actually emphasizes that he is totally self-taught.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he just learned everything he knows from like free YouTube tutorials and stuff.
See, that's what I love about YouTube. You can learn practically anything.
Exactly. And you know, professional level editing, that takes time, obviously, and practice. But there's tons of resources out there for beginners to learn the basics.
Awesome. So no more excuses about needing like some fancy film school degree then.
Nope.
Love it.
Yeah.
What about the software, though? That stuff's got to be expensive, right?
Actually, you'd be surprised.
Oh, yeah.
There are some really great free and affordable video editing programs out there that are perfect for like just getting started. In fact, Josh mentions a few in the video if you're curious.
Cool, cool. But let's get down to brass tacks.
Yeah.
How much can you actually earn as a freelance video editor? Because let's be real, we got to know if this freelance life can actually pay the bills.
Right, right. So according to Josh, freelance video editors are making, on average, anywhere from $20 to $100 an hour on platforms like Upwork.
Wow. Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah. And, you know, obviously you can earn even more than that as you gain experience, get those positive reviews from clients, all that good stuff. He actually dropped a bombshell in this video.
Okay, hit me.
He actually hired a freelance editor for his own channel
Oh, wow.
and paid them over $26,000 for just one project.
No way. That's incredible. So it's definitely possible then.
Oh, yeah. And honestly, I think as long as YouTube exists, video editors will be in demand.
Totally. And like, it seems like another one where you can specialize.
Right. Definitely. You could focus on like a certain style of video, you know, whether that's vlogs or tutorials, those animated explainer videos, the list goes on and on.
So you can really like niche down and become the go-to editor for a specific type of content.
Exactly.
I love that. This whole deep dive has been so eye-opening. It's honestly incredible to see how many different paths you can take to break into the freelance world, even with like 0 experience. You really don't need any experience to get started.
It's true. Like you've been saying, so many of these gigs are about skills we already have or can easily learn.
Right. It's really about like identifying your strengths, being open to learning some new things, and then just putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe one of these 5 freelance gigs is your ticket to a more flexible, fulfilling work life.
I love that.
Okay, listeners, we've given you the inside scoop on 5 beginner-friendly freelance gigs, but now it's time for you to put on your thinking caps. Which one of these jobs sparked your interest? Let us know down in the comments because we might just deep dive into your chosen path next time.